What's going on, everybody? It's your boy B Water back with a new Ultra League video. So I tried to put together a team with my favorite Pokemon of all time, Greninja, and it was the hardest thing to ever do. I even tried other people's teams and I just kept getting hard walled every single match. So what I did was think bulk. And these Pokemon that I used, Defense Deoxys in the lead, Umbreon as safe swap, you know, they're not even fully excelled, or at least mine aren't. But they did damage and they did good. And the idea here was, if I can, save both shields for Greninja. Sometimes I was able to and sometimes I wasn't. But here we go. My Greninja also is an Ultra League rank 1. So the battle you see on the screen right now, I'm going up against the Shadow Snorlax. And I didn't expect it, but this thing is very bulky. So I'm assuming, I don't remember, but this might be the one that I actually lost. I'm not really sure. But I did have 2 shields, and Greninja was a monster in a lot of these matches. And some matches I did lose. I think I lost maybe 2 or 3, I'm not sure. But Greninja played his part when it came down to it. So you see the Chandelure, I loved when I seen that thing came out because Greninja just powered through it with the Night Slashes. I could have went Night Slash or I could have went Hydro Cannon. Of course, I went Night Slash, and in majority of these battles, my Greninja never got the boost. So next battle we see a Walrein. Shadow Walrein to be exact. My Defense Deoxys would be doing more damage, but I did not get a chance to raid Deoxys a whole lot when it was back. Actually, the few times it was back, because I don't like just paying for a bunch of raid passes. I live in a place where there's not many raiders. So, see, they swapped out. I tried to get off the Psycho Boost, hopefully. I thought they would have blocked it, or not blocked it, but they ended up blocking it. You see Umbreon come in to sweep, knock out the Muck, Kanto Muck. I think my play here was, instead of using Last Resort, I used that exactly for what it is, a Last Resort. So I just went ahead and threw a bunch of foul plays. And I was kind of nervous when they brought out the Machamp. But I haven't been able to play a lot due to schoolwork. So I'm not even at my ELO reveal yet. So these battles right here are from 18 to rank 19. I was kind of surprised that he threw a payback there, but I blocked it anyways. So of course the Walrein threw the Psycho Boost. I swapped to Greninja just because of the fact that I can deal with Walrein a little bit better with Greninja. But I kid you not, my Greninja in these battles were hit with so many earthquakes, it was ridiculous. Well, you see there, I got the Hydro Cannon off against the Machamp. Here we have an Empoleon. I used to like Empoleon. I feel like it used to be better. But I see a lot of people play it sometimes, depending, but it's more of the off-meta people. And sometimes I block with my Deoxys just because it's not fully XL'd. So it can't take, hits like it would be able to if it was up there. Same with my Umbreon, but because Umbreon is so bulky, I'm less likely to block with Umbreon. So you see we have the Meteor Mash. I'm not sure. I lost one battle against a Clefable, and I'm not sure if this is the one that I lost or not. Because, of course, I do have 2 fairy weak Pokemon in the back. Greninja being the weakest to fairy among both of those. Now, I remember this battle. I won this one, just the double Hydro Cannon off the Heatran with the shield. I'm not used to seeing Heatran in Ultra League too much. That's more of a Master League Pokemon in my opinion. Then we have the Swampert. I'm not really sure how to play Deoxys against Swampert, so in this case I just Psycho Boost and then swap out to Umbreon. See, they've been going with the Earthquake. I'm not sure if I won this one or not, but I can't. I'm having a brain fart. I can't think of this Pokemon's name. Obstagoon. Sometimes I know a lot of the teams that I use have trouble against Obstagoon. So I just dealt with it and then tried to get off the attacks with the Deoxys, the counter. I'm glad Deoxys defense has counter. My usual, like I said, my usual plan with Greninja in the back is to save both shields for Greninja, but I kind of panicked with defense Deoxys in that moment because of the fact that I had moves built up. I just went ahead and used that shield. So you see I shield up the Hydro Cannon. Throw the Night Slash. Still didn't get the boost. Throw a second Night Slash. I don't remember. Let's see what they have in the back. They have a Charizard in the back. Non-boosted Hydro Cannon. KOs the Charizard. I played a couple of Haxoruses too. And I think I lost to both of those teams, not because of the Haxorus, but because there was possibly a fairy in the back. I'm not sure, but we'll see. Also, the other statement on the knocking out the Charizard with the Hydro Cannon, I actually powered up a rank 7 Charizard to use, a rank 7 Ultra League Charizard to use with Greninja. And I believe, I don't remember what Pokemon I had in the lead, but my Charizard Greninja team just kept getting hard-walled, so I'd instantly swap that. But then when I go against other trainers' Charizards, they're throwing like Blast Burns back to back to back like there's no tomorrow. I'm not sure if I lost this battle or not, but it was kind of funny. I got hit with the 20% battery, as you can see, and that kind of messed me up on giving them energy. And you know, Cresselia has Psycho Cut, so they were fully able to take advantage of that. I believe this is the battle that I lost against the Clefable, just because it has that Fairy Wind fast attack. I'm telling you, it was heavy. No, I didn't shield this. Is Meteor Mash. I'm still kind of sad about my defense Deoxys not being fully excelled, but regardless of that, it's still pretty bulky. They brought back out the Haxorus. Man, they've given Break and Swipe to so many different Pokemon. It's ridiculous. Steelix, among the most of them, is probably the best one, but I personally don't feel like Steelix should have been given Breaking Swipe. Here I tried to get to 2 Hydro Cannons. It doesn't matter. If they had Charm, I would have lost regardless. But if I was 1 Water Shuriken up, I would have gotten off that second Hydro Cannon and took the win home. This battle right here was completely in my favor, but I'm not sure. I think I actually might have lost this one. One of the battles that I did, my son was playing a game. He's only 2 years old, but he was playing a game on my wife's phone. And he was doing so good and so smart. I gave him a bunch of high fives, and I wasn't paying attention at some point and lost a battle because of it, but it's okay. You know, anything for the babies. I love when somebody swaps in a Giratina and I just get to do so much damage to them just by having the dark types. I expected them to let the Giratina just go, but they swapped, so of course instead of keeping my Umbreon in, I ended up swapping in my defense Deoxys. Can't wait till DD comes back around in raids so I can finish getting those XLs. Not sure if I won or lost this one. Like I said, I know I lost 2 or 3, but okay, I remember this. I actually won this one on a whim. Just because, I mean, Rayquaza is a very excellent Pokemon and one of my top 10 favorites, but I don't feel like Ultra League is just the ultimate place for it. And, I mean, this, I don't know if they don't have another move or not, but they just kept throwing breaking swipes. So, but I mean, it's a Dragon Claw clone, you know, with the debuff, so of course. And Greninja, just so much energy. So much energy I have those attacks. Just throw them. Even with the breaking swipe debuff on my Greninja, I was still able to knock out the Rayquaza. So here I'm up against the Alolan Ninetales. And I didn't block the first attack from them, I believe. It was a Dazzling Gleam. And I was not using my brain. I didn't think, okay, this isn't Clefable, where I believe Clefable has more defense than attack, and that Dazzling Gleam just hit me for so much damage every single time. But then again, my Umbreon isn't fully XL'd yet, and my defense Deoxys isn't fully XL'd yet, so of course they're going to get hit a little bit harder. But all the teams that I tried to use with Greninja, no matter if it was Fly or Double Water, I tried Pidgeot and also Zapdos in the lead with Tapu Fini Swap and Greninja Close. And every single team I got hard-walled. But when it came to using Defense Deoxys and Umbreon, this was actually a team that I used last season, and it worked out pretty well and almost got me to Veteran. I probably should have shielded the Seed Bomb there, but it took so much more damage than I thought it was. But I forget Greninja's not as bulky as some other water Pokemon. For example, Tapu Fini could have eaten 2 Seed Bombs, and then Blastoise is very bulky too. But I was able to take home the win regardless. I remember this match. I think this is the match that I was mentioning where I was giving my son the high fives and ended up losing. Because I feel I could have beat this team. If I would have been paying attention and made the right moves, I definitely could have won this matchup. But I see now everybody's into the saving the shields. This is exactly what I was talking about when I was saying everybody else's Charizards. He threw a Dragon Claw, and then he threw a Blast Burn, and then he threw another Blast Burn. I'm like, man, everybody else's Charizards. I'm joking, of course, when I say it's everybody else's Charizards, because of course I'm running a Charizard on Charizard teams with Wing Attack, Dragon Claw, and Blast Burn. And like I said, I did power up a rank 7, so maybe it's just I don't like using fire types that much because I don't know. There's not too many water types roaming around there in Ultra League, but whenever I use Charizard, I tend to get hard-walled by a lot of teams. So I tend to stay away from the fire types. I believe after this battle, I actually that is a Shadow Glysaur. So I was gonna top left, but I lost that ending matchup so fast that I just said forget it. And sometimes my phone will freeze the entire app if I leave a battle. Sorry about the background noise. My dog is sitting here with me and she's trying to fix her bed. That was another example. If my Umbreon was fully XL'd, it would have been able to eat those Moonblasts even more than was already eating those Moonblasts. Not too used to seeing Melmetal in Ultra League, but glad to see somebody's using it. They did try and bait me with the first double Iron Bash, and it didn't work because, like I said, with defense Deoxys and Umbreon, I typically will try and save both shields as much as possible just based off of their bulk. Let me see, they can go with the double Iron Bash. Sorry about the noise in the background again. My son opened the bedroom door and he's watching Paw Patrol. I remember this matchup, Greninja versus Greninja. I don't remember exactly what I did here, but I may have or may have not lost this one. I went for the Night Slash. Of course, in most situations, I would have went for the Hydro Cannon first, just like anybody else, but I went for the Night Slash, hoping to get the boost or get a shield, and I did not get the boost, and I did not get a shield. So that right there was an epic fail. Cresselia was taking no damage from my defense Deoxys. That's why I immediately swapped out to Umbreon in the beginning anyway. Oh, I won this one. Did I? I won this one by the skin of my Greninja. Thank you very much for watching the video. Hope you guys like and share and subscribe. My videos will get better as I am able to invest more money coming soon into my content. But for the moment being, thank you, and I appreciate everyone who watches my videos.